Africa speaks a lot about racism. Why are you poor as an African is racism. Why is your country poor? Racism. Why are you not performing well as an individual? Racism. Colonization. That is what I always hear. Why Africa doesn't succeed, why the individuals in Africa are not productive. It's always about the white man. The white man made Africa poor. The white man made individuals that even in America poor. The white man made the individuals, the black individuals that are in Europe poor. Africans also had slaves. People in Africa traded slaves also. Before the white men came, Africans had a slave market operating. When two regions go to war, the winning side actually take the other regions as slaves, take them to the slave market and exchange them in whatever they actually want. Assuming you want a slave, you take the valuables that you have at home and go to the market and exchange it with the slaves that there is in the market. Assuming you have gold in your house and you really want slaves that is going to serve you at home, you just take your gold, go to the market, negotiate with the slave traders, and then buy the slaves. Another thing that is hidden from a whole lot of Africans is that some of these African leaders, when they die, they are being buried with their slaves so that the slaves are going to serve them in the afterlife. Some of these things are not being said. When the Atlantic slave trade started, white men always come with something like guns, cigars, drinks, alcohol, beverages, clothes, and exchange it with these black men, which they take to their farms in America, in Europe, but they are not completely taken free of charge. They pay these African black men, which prefer to offer these slaves to the white men, because the white men will actually give them stuff that are far more valuable, more than the individuals in Africa actually give them. But I'm not trying to bring up history. I am not trying to say that Africans did not suffer during the slave trade. Of course, when these black men were giving out these Africans, they never said, these are the conditions on which you are supposed to treat our brothers and our sisters in your farms. They just collected what they wanted and gave out these slaves without negotiating for the human rights and how these slaves are supposed to be treated. They never negotiated it, and they were being mistreated when they went to America, when they went to Europe. At the same time, I am trying to bring out to have a balance, because a whole lot of Africans have seen the side of Africans, how Africans were maltreated